Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, a chemical messenger in the brain that plays a crucial role in various physiological functions, including motivation, reward processing, and movement control. It is often associated with feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, and reinforcement. Here's an overview of the role of dopamine in motivation and reward processing. Motivation. Dopamine is closely linked to motivation, particularly in the context of goal-directed behavior and action selection. It is involved in the initiation, persistence, and intensity of motivated behaviors, including those related to seeking rewards, avoiding punishment, and pursuing goals. Dopamine helps to signal the anticipated reward value of a particular outcome or action, motivating individuals to engage in behaviors that are likely to lead to positive outcomes. Reward processing. Dopamine plays a central role in the processing of rewards and the reinforcement of behavior. When an individual receives a reward or experiences something pleasurable, dopamine neurons in the brain's reward system are activated, releasing dopamine into specific brain regions such as the nucleus accumbens and ventral tegmental area. This dopamine release signals the brain that the behavior or action leading to the reward is desirable and reinforces the likelihood of repeating that behavior in the future. Pleasure and hedonic tone. Dopamine is involved in the subjective experience of pleasure and hedonic tone, the overall mood or emotional tone of an individual. Increased dopamine activity is associated with feelings of pleasure, euphoria, and reward, while decreased dopamine activity is linked to anhedonia, a reduced ability to experience pleasure, which is a common symptom of mood disorders such as depression. Prediction error and learning. Dopamine plays a critical role in reinforcement learning and the prediction of future rewards. Dopamine neurons are sensitive to discrepancies between expected and actual rewards, known as prediction errors. When an unexpected reward occurs, dopamine neurons fire more strongly, signaling a positive prediction error and updating the brain's internal reward prediction model. This process helps individuals learn from experience and adjust their behavior accordingly to maximize future rewards. Incentive salience. Dopamine is involved in attributing incentive salience to rewarding stimuli or cues in the environment. Incentive salience refers to the motivational significance or wanting aspect of a reward-related stimulus, separate from its hedonic value. Dopamine release in response to cues associated with rewards enhances their motivational salience, increasing the likelihood of approach behavior and goal-directed actions. Implications for motivational disorders. Dysregulation of the dopamine system has been implicated in various motivational disorders, including addiction, substance abuse, and certain psychiatric conditions. In addiction, for example, repeated exposure to drugs of abuse can dysregulate dopamine signaling, leading to heightened sensitivity to drug-related cues and a diminished response to natural rewards. Similarly, alterations in dopamine function have been observed in mood disorders such as depression and bipolar disorder, which are characterized by disturbances in motivation, reward processing, and hedonic tone. In summary, dopamine plays a multifaceted role in motivation and reward processing, influencing goal-directed behavior, reinforcement learning, pleasure, and incentive salience. Understanding the mechanisms underlying dopamine's effects on motivation and reward can shed light on various aspects of human behavior, cognition, and mental health, with implications for addiction, mood disorders, and other motivational disorders.